Hey everybody, it's Gabby. Thanks for joining me. So I want to talk to you a little bit about words today. Words! We love words! Words are so great, right? Make our living with words. But one of the first questions that I ask aspiring voice actors is, how often do you read? For fun? For recreation? If you're answering that in your head right now, and the answer is never, or rarely, or only occasionally, you might want to rethink this profession. There are a lot of folks who believe that technically our job is really nothing more than being a professional reader. A lot of talent agents even subscribe to that theory, and there's a lot of truth in it. Yes, we're actors, but we are also professional readers. One of the biggest differences, obviously, between a voice actor and an on-camera actor is that we have a script, and we have to be able to stick to that script, and we have to be able to read the words that are on the page. We're not given time to memorize. We don't have a chance, especially with really lengthy projects, to pre-read everything. We're recording on the fly, and so our reads are very cold in a sense. First time through is potentially performance. So here's a little bit of a self-assessment just to kind of see where you stand and some of the problem areas that I see pretty frequently in the voiceover community. Whenever I have new folks in the booth for a vocal assessment, I give them scripts that they've obviously never seen before. And one of the things that I'm listening for is their pronunciation and their ability to quickly recognize and catch the meaning in the words that they see and that they're speaking. And I look for very specifically something I call brain-eye-mouth coordination. It's pretty straightforward. It's the length of time and the fluidity involved in your eyes seeing a word, your brain comprehending its meaning, and your mouth formulating the sound and spitting it out. Brain-eye coordination is critical in what we do, and it's a bit of a muscle memory. It is something that you can improve upon. Best way to do it? Read aloud. Everything and anything. And the more you read and the more you get into the habit of doing this, the more fluid your voiceover performances are going to become. You're going to expand your vocabulary, especially if you take the time to look up meanings and words that you aren't quite familiar with or aren't sure of. And if you question yourself frequently, be amazed at how many things we mispronounce on a daily basis that most people don't even realize. Americans are kind of notorious for this. So little list here that I have kind of set up for folks. So one that makes me cringe every time it happens, and one of my assessment scripts is the word Illinois, which, okay, no big deal. Most of us think of Illinois, we think Chicago, and we just say Illinois. The amount of people that pronounce it Illinois when they see it on a piece of paper, mind-boggling. I think like 7 out of every 10 people I give an assessment to say Illinois, and I'm completely baffled by that. Valentine's. I know that's one that you've all heard and probably drives you nuts and makes you cringe versus Valentine's. Axe, as in, I want to axe you a question. No, there's an S in there, kiddies. Ask. Okay, we need that. That's pretty important. Another one that I see a lot. People tend to, especially from the Northeast where I'm from, convert the word our, O-U-R, or our, H-O-U-R, into simply one letter, R. Our car, our home. Your clients need you to say our. That's the actual word. Picture often gets turned into picture. Another kind of big one. This is an interesting one too, and sometimes it's not intentional. It's kind of a mini or mild speech impediment that people don't even realize they have. People that say Pacific instead of specific. So be careful with that one. Mischievous is another one. Most people say mischievous. And here's another one from my assessment that always kind of surprises me. People end up saying the word nuance as nuisance. probably just, again, their eyes not quite catching it the first time they see it. But these are things that as voice actors we have to be really, really aware of. So practice, 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 read, read, read. You gotta love words in this business. That's what we do. We're wordsmiths. We are literally purveyors of words. So embrace that. If English is not something that you're super passionate about and literary works aren't something you're super passionate about, again, you might find yourself at a real disadvantage in voiceover. So take a good look at that. Make sure that you can readily and easily embrace vocabulary. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want more advice from me, please go to my website, GabrielleNistico.com, or you can subscribe for my monthly videos. And if you want to see some more, here's a couple to take a look at.